lifting up Jesus and opening his word from Australia, Denmark, Israel, Japan, New Zealand, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, Thailand, the Philippines, United States, and throughout the world. You're watching Moriel TV.
R.T. Kendall was an American who came to London, England. For quite a number of years, in fact decades, the gold standard of expository preaching in Great Britain was the pulpit of Westminster Chapel, held by Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones and by Dr. Campbell Morgan, both sincere men of God who loved Jesus and who expounded right doctrine and preached the true gospel. Because of church politics and some other things, R.T. Kendall inherited the pulpit in Westminster Chapel that had once been the pulpit of Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones. And basically, he destroyed what that church had been. He spiritually destroyed it. He embraced the Toronto experience, the counterfeit revival that wreaked havoc in England. England became morally more and more depraved as these people were on the floor laughing, saying there was a revival, but there was obviously no revival, and R.T. Kendall promoted it. R.T. Kendall then embraced the Kansas City false prophets. The Kansas City false prophets came with the late John Wimber and Mike Bickle to the Docklands Arena in London, England, in August of 1990, predicting a latter-day rain. The man-child, old latter-day rain doctrines, this outpouring was going to happen in London and fan out across Germany from Britain in October of 1990. Well, that was a long time ago, 1990. That was 26 years ago. And in the 26 years since, we've had more mosques built in Britain than churches. They prophesied falsely. Mike Bickle was a false prophet. But the worst of the worst was the one they called the best wine they saved for last, Paul Cain, a homosexual alcoholic. Paul Cain is a drunken pervert, a homosexual alcoholic and a proven false prophet. He's essentially a Branhamite, a follower of the crazy heretical teachings of William Branham, who prophesied that the Trinity was of the devil. Well, this was Paul Cain. Kendall embraced Paul Cain and did conferences with him called Spirit and Truth. Kendall had the truth and Paul Cain had the spirit. He promoted this proven false prophet, this homosexual alcoholic. This was Kendall. He then retired and went to the United States and moved to Key Largo, I'm told, in Florida. I'm not at all surprised that he is now linked up with the mystic and the Gnostic hype artist, Bill Johnson. I'm not surprised he's doing what he's doing. That's exactly in line with the Toronto fiasco and the stunt he pulled with Paul Cain in Britain. And now, having left one diabolical deceiver like Paul Cain, he's just gone with another one. R.T. Kendall is not a good man. He is a dangerous man. I do not like him, I do not trust him, and I do not respect him. He's a deceiver of the elect. Avoid him. Tell him I said so, and tell him I will debate him publicly about Johnson, about his counterfeit revival in Toronto, and about his homosexual alcoholic friend, the false prophet who he promoted, Paul Cain. Tell him I will debate him publicly in front of a camera, anytime, any place. My name is Jacob Prasch. Thank you.